Hey, this is a recording test, stream test for the Hammer Brothers stream-a-majig thing, and this is Sega and Sega Genesis Mega Drive Classics Collection, or whatever it's called, Mega Drive and Genesis Classics, and I really like this UI. You got the little room here, game library with all of one game, and it's Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's what we're going to be playing at the moment. So this is a test for the stream, just me. Live stream might be coming at some point. I've just got to figure out, how all of this works. Let me just say, however this gets up and however anybody sees this as an little aside, I know I'm pointing at the screen, none of you can see it through my ancient 1.3 megapixel webcam. That'll improve. But right down here, the three old school Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comics sitting on the floor. I've got the one in the middle. I believe that's issue 8, 7, 8, somewhere around there. That one had the NURBS in it, if you guys are, really into obscure Sonic the Hedgehog comic book trivia like I am. Let's give it a reset. I didn't have to pull the cartridge out. Whatever. Alright, this one. Oh, let's get my cursor off screen, why don't we? There we go. Y'all know one. Y'all know this one. Sonic the Hedgehog, the classic. There we go. You can do it with a keyboard, it's just one button. Simple stuff. So this will give me a chance to test audio levels. This will give me a chance to, do my best with, keeping the conversation going, starting a repartee, if you will. Get out of my way, crap meat. Chomper, I think those are called. I like the fan game Sonic Robo Blast 2 calls them dumb, stupid, unnamed robo fish. If you haven't played the fan game Sonic Robo Blast 2, I'd definitely like to try that one on stream sometime. This game I've been playing since high school. It is, the best way to describe it is simply a Sonic the Hedgehog game using a extensively modified Doom engine. Believe it doesn't resemble Doom at all, but it does allow for 3D games, pretty much just a 3D Sonic the Hedgehog game. And God, that's been in development for 15 years now, Jesus. Across the line, through the warp ring. Y'all know how it works. Nothing too fancy with this one. This is going to be a simple Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough, and this is just going to be an example of, like, how big my file sizes are going to be when I record. Is this going to be a playthrough where I'm going to play for, like, a half an hour, and it's... I think I'm going to do my best not to get emeralds this time around, because I have no idea how big these files are going to be when I'm done recording. Will I have the freaking hard drive space for it? Hard to say. But, let's just get as many emeralds as I can. You took my emeralds! Bow! Alright, Act 1, you know how it is. Act 2. This isn't anything I don't... You already know Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody knows Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't have to give you the, obscure bits of trivia. Save that for the other streams. Hey guys, did you know that Sonic's the Hedgehog? His origin depends on what particular continuity you prefer. I have a comic book, a children's comic book, that says that, well, it's not a comic book, actually. It's a children's storybook. I should read it sometime, honestly. That, little bit of choppiness there. That has a Sonic origin story, and it has to do with, Dr. Robotnik and, Sonic's uncle, his Uncle Chuck, once working together at a chili dog stand. And he tinkered around with machines, and they tried to kill Chuck, and then he became evil. something like that. It's goofy. Or if you happen to believe, the British comic, which I have not read, actually, the British Sonic the Hedgehog comic, just called Sonic the Comic, and it had to do with, Dr. Kintober, who accidentally spilled some soda next to a boiled egg on a computer while he's testing on Sonic, which the explosion caused Sonic to turn blue and Kintober to become the evil Dr. Robotnik. Whatever. I've been meaning to sit down and read the British comics sometime, but God, I know a lot of weird continuity stuff about the US Sonic comic. An avid reader. Me and my fiancé both avid readers of the comic. I am excited for the IDW reboot. She is not. Which is a little upsetting, but she's kind of an interesting Sonic fan. She's the Sonic fan that actually got introduced to Sonic from the Saturday morning cartoon. So she told me she was upset when she played this particular video game as a child and found that Princess Sally and Rotor and Antoine and Bunny Rabbit were not in this game. Although thanks to the fantastic world of fan modding, maybe you've heard of the excellent Sally Acorn in Sonic the Hedgehog 1 ROM hack, which, since I am playing this on Mega Drive Classics, and they're cool with ROM hacking, I could play that too, here, just right here on this live stream. That would be great. I don't know how far I'm going to go with this. I don't think this is going to be a full game playthrough. Like I said, I really just got to make sure with these settings. Is this going to be is the file size? I've already been recording for... Should have paid attention. Had to look over at my stream settings. So I've been recording for just about 7 minutes here. Son of a fluffer-downer. Just making sure I've got hard drive space for this sort of thing. I have no idea how long this will take. Okay, here's a little... secret area. Boom, 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 boom. And you don't even have to hit the spike bridge. I did not learn that secret until I was an adult. By the time I saw the secret under the spike bridge, I was already a man! Terrible impersonations of Alan Fish. This is what happens when I have nobody to talk at with these streams. So yeah, this is gonna be solo for now. We'll see how it goes in the future. I'd love for this to be a two-person stream, Mac could be sitting there doing his thing. Hard to say. Even at this point 6 months ago, I did not think that, streaming was anything I wanted to do, but, we're kind of in a new era of media content, and, YouTube's not paying me ad money anymore, so... we'll see how this goes. Like I said, this is a test on everything to see if the audios are fine, see if the microphones look fine. The levels look pretty balanced to me. But, I can see why a lot of people are getting into video game streaming. I seriously thought this was going to be, a difficult endeavor to get into. I researched, console capture cards and, high-end equipment. You don't need high-end equipment to start this. This is just some Logitech USB microphone here, just using this open OBS program. It's very intuitive. I watched a couple tutorial videos, and then from here I kind of got it myself. This layout, this drag and drop layout stuff is all very similar to the post-editing that I do in Sony Vegas. As far as overlaying images and text. Believe it or not, fun fact, the thumbnails I make for the Hammer Brothers channel You would think I edit those in some kind of, you know, image editing program, but no, I use Sony Vegas. I use the Sony Vegas preview window, and then save a screenshot when I'm done getting all the artwork in place, logos and stuff. Save it as a screenshot, and boom, there's my thumbnail. Easy. I gotta do some fancier stuff with the thumbnails. Clearly, I gotta put some, like, booby women in there, because the booby women get the, they get the views, sadly. What am I talking about? I have no idea. This is Marble Zone. I hate Marble Zone. Every Sonic fan hates Marble Zone. It looks nice, but, you know. So, I have no idea. I don't know if I am a fan of this, faux CRT display that you're seeing right here. If you'll notice it right there in this, it's very noticeable there, on the smaller preview. But what am I pointing at? You guys aren't going to see it that way. But the, rounded edges make it to simulate a tube set. I never had a CRT television where the curving was that excessive. That's a little silly. I've got one in my old bedroom at my parents' house. That CRT set is a monster. The last time I tried moving it, it nearly crushed me. But it's a darn good CRT. Oh, there we go. Oh, come the hell on. I swear one time I spent 5 minutes in this special stage alone. Just trying to get that emerald. Come on. The anger is real. What you are seeing is not an actor. My reactions are all real. Huh, okay. Come on, 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 fudge! Only it wasn't fudge. It was the mother of all bad words. The F dash 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 word. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Alright, 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 alright. Oh. I don't think... Am I gonna even make this puzzle? Video games. I got to continue, so who gives a fig? I don't give a flying fig. That's just a blanket sitting over there on that couch. It's my house is not that. I guess it is that kind of messy, but that's fine. See, this is stuff that my fiancé were talking about beforehand as we were discussing the streaming thing. What do we do for a background? We could put up a sheet. But is that any better or worse than seeing a plain wall behind you? Yeah, you got the living room. It's got that kind of lived-in feel. Because, you know, I live here. But, you know, do I want to be one of those, like, look-at-me gamers where I have, like, the extent of my video game collection sitting on a wall behind me? You know, like, 80% of, YouTube video game reviewers you see online, you know, all have to be standing in front of a shelf with a random pile of crap on there. Hard to say. Sonic the Hedgehog, man. I was a Genesis kid growing up. Well, I can't say I started as a Genesis kid. I was an Atari 2600 and NES kid. But when the time came around for the console wars, I wanted Super Nintendo. My brother wanted Sega Genesis. We got the Sega Genesis. I love doing it. I love that one spot there where you can jump, but it doesn't spin. long story short, got a Sega Genesis for Christmas. I'm honestly not bitter about that because there's an extra life down here, but I'm not going to bother with it. Because when we got the Genesis at the time, the Sonic 2 was the pack-in game. Probably explains my love for why I think Sonic 2 is a better game than Sonic 1. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. But there's also a mail-away card. And I don't remember what our first choice was, but I remember they said they were out of their first choice. And we got the second choice on our list, which was Disney's Aladdin. And Aladdin's a rad game. Virgin Interactive, rad as hell. But the other game, my parents, in their infinite wisdom, got another pretty good game to go along with our initial lineup. It was Sonic 2, and the other game was the Sega Genesis port of Miss Pac-Man. And the Sega Genesis port of Miss Pac-Man is amazing. It actually is. It gives you all these new levels to play as. This thing called the Pack Booster, where you can hold down a button and move like super fast through the level. Kind of, it's good, like leveling the playing field thing against, you know, against the ghosts. Oh yeah, Miss Pac-Man Genesis version is excellent. Son of a gun! Holy moly, this is getting choppy. That's getting super choppy. Makes me think that instead of running this UI through Steam, I might just want to load an emulator. Because at this point, as far as old retro game streaming, your emulators are pretty good. You know, I understand the purist thing. You want to just run through a, you know, you just want to run through a console, get yourself the authentic experience, and yeah, there's a lot to be said for that, but there's also a lot to be said for the ease of emulation. That's why emulation is still so cool. There's nothing over there. Why is there... So, we'll see. I mean, a lot of early Hammer Brothers stuff, you know, when the channel started, like, we almost exclusively with NES used emulator. In fact, I don't believe that we have done a single filming of an NES game, legit, as in my camera pointed at a TV, us playing, right off the console directly. So, morally, I am not opposed to using emulators for streams. Gotta do this shortcut because, oh god, what a slog. This level is such a slog. Ah! Yeah, once again, a whole bunch of choppiness here. Aha! Ho ho ho! Well, hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime doll. I have no idea what the bats are called. Robo-bats. Robats. Robats. Bunny Robat. Rouge the Robat. Bunny Rabbit is, like, low-key the best Sonic the Hedgehog character. Hardly anybody knows her because, you know, she's kind of not canon or owned by Sega at this point. But... Farfanugan. I'm gonna try and get creative with my swears here. I don't want to just be, you know... It's gonna be difficult for me because, honestly, I curse like a sailor most of the time, but, I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit light on the stream, because, again, this might go public on the Hammer Brothers channel. It might not. So, if you are watching this on the Hammer Brothers channel, I decided to make it live and put it up. Oh, Oh, I also put the word... Oh, actually, I just said I wasn't going to curse, but then I put the word bullshit there, down in the corner. Alan, what's wrong with you? Oh, welcome back. Welcome to my Sonic the Hedgehog streaming bullshit. Well, I've been streaming for about 20 minutes. I think I'm going to clear Act 1 of Spring Yard Zone and then call it a night. For me, it's a little bit late, but I honestly, picking up this OBS software, I did not realize was going to be so intuitive that within, like, a couple hours of downloading it and watching some tutorials, I was already going to have a good idea of how this works. It's very simple. I can see why, like, every Tom, Dick, Harry, and their dog are streaming right now. It's pretty quite simple to get into. Technology. Amazing thing, huh? I shouldn't slouch. I shouldn't slouch. That? Yeah, you can actually beat those guys. Yoppa! Oh, don't let them know you're into polka. Hoppa! Alright, and across the line, and I think that's gonna do it for this stream test. This was a test. This was only a test. Maybe we'll see the real live streaming coming up at some point. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, whoever the hell might be watching this or not watching this, hard to say. I'm Alan Bish, the Hammer Brothers. This was, I don't even have a name for this. Hammer stream. Don't say Hammer Time. Ah, crap, I said Hammer Time. Patreon.com/BishNetwork. @Wallen on Twitter. I didn't put the @ symbol there because this NES font game thing I used did not have an @ symbol. So that's something. Signing off. So long, everybody.